Hey guys, here at OS and VTXReviews.com, we're giving you the full video review of the Mini Shot camera. One of the more spy-like and miniature cool cameras that doesn't necessarily take those high-end features and doesn't take the best pictures out there, but it designs something that's really small, compact, and really unique, something that you'll never almost find anywhere except in this type of designs. Keep in mind the Mini Shot camera is also produced by other companies and names. This is kind of the generic look, like all the different brand names and names for this product, it's really the same thing. Even the Japanese version that's distributed has a little cooler sticker on the front, but the actual plasticking and design is all the same, like we said. This type of device is kind of going to run you around $10 to $20, very inexpensive, and as you can see, it's just really small. You might be thinking, well, what is this, a mini shot camera? This is actually, we've seen a lot of miniature cameras, like digital mini cameras. You have to connect it to your computer to sync and stuff. This is actually a film camera, which is very unique. Now, we've tested the films, and the picture quality is also really interesting. It doesn't take the sharpest photos, but the photo rate is a little bit slower, so that means that if we're taking pictures of like moving windmills and stuff, they're going to be a little bit of a blurring action that some photographers might enjoy for different types of shots. It also comes out in a little bit of a yellowish tint that makes it look really retro. It's still very sharp, the images, but it's just a very cool kind of design, and it definitely comes in handy since it's a very specialized camera in the first place. Taking a look, it's again very tiny. It's boxed, almost like a cube, and it actually unfolds for all the features. Like, in order to access the viewfinder, as well as to let the lens go unprotected, we slide this knob up from the left-hand side of the camera, and it reveals a lens. It also reveals the viewfinder. So basically, you just look on the back, and we look through it to what we're taking, and then we just click a shot. It's a very interesting design, very compact. Again, it looks very spy-like. Like if we just leave it somewhere and just accidentally press it. There we go. We just took a picture of somebody that they may or may not know, especially for a film camera. It's very small. Another complaint we had, though, is that the film is very specialized. It takes Kodak 1110 film, so it's getting more rare because it's a smaller type of film than the traditional type, so that's something to look out to, but it's still findable, and it's still, what makes this camera special again. So in order to access the full shutter and everything, we basically launch on the right-hand side this panel up, and what that does is brings up this little panel here, and when we're actually taking the photos, click this up in place again, when we're actually taking the photos, this allows us to actually take the shot, which we just press this for the shot, and it also allows us to use the next film by adjusting this scroll dial, and when we click into place, when we have the film inside, we take the shot like this, and then we're done. So it's a very cool design. You also have this little latch on the side for folding stuff down for lanyard cords, but more importantly, you can put your finger here so it doesn't disturb the viewing finder area. So it's very nicely thought out, and it actually works really well. The film actually goes inside here, and then you basically plop it into place, and it goes inside, and then you can access the film that way. So overall, what do we think? This mini shot camera is one of the most interesting tech products we've ever seen. It's very small. It's non-traditional in the sense that usually for mini cameras, we're talking about digital versions, but this one happens to be an actual retro design one. And those mean usually a little bit more sharper printed films. So this is a very interesting kind of sepia camera that's small, it's compact, it's folding, it's cool, it's well thought out. It's a little bit on the cheap side with plastic all around it, but that's kind of what you expect for such a cheap price. Overall, we would recommend it. If you're thinking of it, just try one out, and if you like it, if you don't, it's very cheap. Thank you for watching this video review of the Mini Shot camera here at OS and VTXReviews.com.